zebec network is entering a new phase, one that moves far beyond its early identity as a Solana-based project and into something much bigger. A global financial infrastructure layer designed for real-world payroll, payments, and stablecoin adoption at scale. And right now, that shift is becoming impossible to ignore. Zebec is unlocking stablecoin payroll for large global companies operating across multiple countries, currencies, and regulatory environments. Traditionally, payroll has been slow, fragmented, and heavily dependent on intermediaries. Payments are processed in batches, often taking days to settle, especially across borders. Zebec changes that completely by introducing continuous, real-time payment streams powered by blockchain rails. Instead of waiting weeks or even days to get paid, employees and contractors can receive funds by the second, minute, or hour. This is not just a technical upgrade, it's a fundamental shift in how money flows between companies and people. And when you apply that model to large enterprises operating at scale, the implications become massive. Cash flow becomes dynamic, predictable, and programmable in ways that legacy systems simply cannot match. What makes this moment even more important is Zebec's expansion beyond Solana. For a long time, critics labeled Zebec as just another Solana project. The narrative is now officially dead. Zebec has launched on Stellar, marking its first native deployment outside of Solana. And this move changes everything. By integrating with Stellar, Zebec is positioning itself directly within one of the most established ecosystems for cross-border payments and financial inclusion. Stellar is already known for fast, low-cost global transactions, and Zebec is now building on top of that foundation to deliver programmable payroll and real-world payment solutions that are ready for enterprise use. This isn't just about adding another chain. It's about expanding reach. It's about connecting to global liquidity. And most importantly, it's about onboarding large enterprises that need reliable, scalable infrastructure to manage payroll across different regions. Multi-chain capability ensures redundancy, flexibility, and access to a broader user base, all critical for long-term adoption. With this expansion, Zebec is enabling global USDC payroll in a way that feels seamless. Companies can pay employees in stablecoins regardless of location, eliminating the friction of currency conversions, banking delays, and high transfer fees. For workers in emerging markets, this is especially powerful. It provides access to stable, dollar-denominated income without relying on volatile local currencies. In regions where inflation erodes earnings quickly, this becomes more than convenience. It becomes financial protection. Cross-border payments also become significantly more efficient. Instead of routing funds through multiple intermediaries, Zebec allows direct, real-time settlement. This reduces cost, increases transparency, and removes unnecessary delays that have plagued traditional financial systems for decades. For businesses, that means better treasury management. For individuals, it means faster access to money when it matters most. Another key piece of this evolution is remittance. Zebec is quietly building real-world remittance rails that can compete with and potentially outperform traditional services. By leveraging blockchain infrastructure, users can send money across borders instantly at a fraction of the cost. For millions of people who rely on remittances to support families, this could be life-changing. Lower fees mean more money actually reaches the recipient, and faster settlement means fewer financial bottlenecks. And then there's the market signal. ZBCN is pumping, and it's not happening in a vacuum. Price movement often reflects underlying momentum, and in this case, it aligns with real developments, new integrations, expanded infrastructure, and growing relevance in global finance. While short-term volatility is always part of crypto, sustained interest tends to follow real utility, and Zebec is increasingly proving it has that. Zebec network just flipped green, but this is more than a short-term move. It represents a broader recognition that Zebec is building something tangible. While many projects remain stuck in speculation cycles, Zebec is delivering real products that solve real problems: payroll inefficiency, cross-border friction, and limited financial access. The future of payments and payroll is not about isolated crypto tools. It's about connecting blockchain systems to the financial world as it already exists. Zebec understands this. That's why it's not just focusing on tokens or protocols, but on usable infrastructure, payroll systems, payment cards, treasury tools, compliance layers, and now multi-chain deployment. Large enterprises onboarding through Stellar could be a major catalyst. When companies operating at scale begin to adopt stablecoin payroll, it creates a ripple effect. Vendors, contractors, and entire ecosystems start to plug into the same rails. Over time, this could redefine how global companies manage money, replacing outdated batch systems with real-time financial flows. There's also a broader macro trend at play. The world is moving toward digital dollars, faster settlement, and borderless finance. Governments, fintech companies, and institutions are all exploring new payment rails. Zebec is positioning itself right at the intersection of these trends, offering a system that is not only faster and cheaper, but also programmable and adaptable. From the perspective of Satoshi Gai, this is exactly what crypto was meant to become. Not just speculation, not just hype, but real financial infrastructure that improves how people earn, spend, and move money across the world. A system where value flows as freely as information. Zebec is stepping into that role.